Welcome to the fall season here at Nanook Lodge, episode 1. Today we're going to make some minestrone soup. Minestrone is a word that we all associate with Italian. It's derived from the Latin word minestrare, which means to distribute food at a table, which is perfect for a soup like this. Minestrone throughout my career in the Italian kitchens has always been sort of a soup that you make with whatever you have in the kitchen. It's got some tomatoes. It generally starts with carrots, onions, celery, some garlic. From there you can add pasta or beans or both. We're going to do that today. But the rest of it all kind of comes together. We're going to make a vegetarian version, but you can easily add some chopped up beef or use beef stock in this if you want to make that beefy flavor a little bit. But then it becomes more like beef vegetable soup and less like what I love in minestrone. Here's everything in front of us that I'm going to put in my minestrone. And again, if you don't have some of this like corn or beans or whatever, don't put it in. Or if you want some other vegetables in there, put it in. Minestrone is a great soup that could take all sorts of different forms. So we're going to start by sautéing some carrots and onions and celery and garlic and a little bit of olive oil with salt and pepper. And then we've got oregano as well in there, seasoning, and a few bay leaves. We're going to add some crushed tomatoes and a little bit of water. Again, we're keeping it vegetarian. If you want the water stage, you want to add some beef stock or some chicken stock. That will make it just a little bit different flavor, but you can add that as well. I've got beans, and these are not quite fresh. They're fresh frozen. I blanched them from the summer when we harvested them, and then threw them in the freezer. So that's a perfect way to use the beans. The corn, again, I had a bunch of corn that we grilled for something in the summer, and I cut it off the ear, put it in the freezer, so we've got some grilled corn. That's what kind of gives some really interesting, good flavor. And then I've just got some cooked short pasta. This happens to be little elbow macaronis, but it can be anything that's short and easy to eat on a spoon. See, like farfalle or a big rigatoni. You want it small and short because it'll eat really well with the soup. And then we're going to finish it with some fresh basil. Oh yeah, kidney beans. Did I talk about those? Yes, kidney beans. These can be red or white, cannellini beans, whatever you want. I just happen to have red kidney beans on hand, and I think it goes really well to just give another flavor to the red here versus a white with the white pasta. Your choice. All right, I've done all the prep. I diced the carrots and onions and celery to about a 1/4 inch dice. That's the way I like it. If you like it a little bigger, you can leave it a little bit bigger chunk. This is, after all, your soup when you're going to make it, so eat it the way you like it. Cut the green beans up. Pasta's cooked. Everything else is ready, measured and ready to go. So let's go to our pot on the stove and make some soup. See, nothing left in there. Now here in the recipe it says to also add the green beans, and if you had fresh uncooked green beans, I would throw them in here. But because I'm using my fresh frozen ones from the freezer, I'm going to wait and add those with the corn. About 1.5 cans of water in there. We're going to bring this to a simmer, let everything get nice and cooked through, and let it simmer for about 15-20 minutes or so. And then we'll add all the other products which are already cooked and just let them heat through, and we'll have minestrone soup. Here's our wonderful minestrone soup. It goes great with a little bit of crusty bread if you have some. It's a perfect fall soup. Healthy, vegetarian, and belly filling. I'm going to enjoy mine with a little glass of red wine. Cheers!